A few days ago, I saw quite a bizarre thing. It's the ex-leftist revolutionary Russell Brand making content seemingly promoting Nigel Farage. Now, I'm aware that Russell Brand has supposedly made the move away from the adolescent socialist revolutionary rhetoric towards a more populist right message. Yet personally, I haven't indulged in that much of his content, as while I don't dislike the guy, I just find he speaks very quickly and he's quite erratic. So I'll have to leave it to you in the comments to explain to me quite where Russell Brand is on his journey and what you make of him. However, this does signal a major step change in British cultural conversation. Remember, it was only a few years ago that Brand said this about Farage.
But this man is not a cartoon character. He ain't Del Boy, he ain't Arthur Daly, he is a pound shop Enoch Powell, and we gotta watch him.
And while Brand has gone from saying things like that to making content like this on your screen, I doubt if he's really on board with the broader traditional anti-globalist agenda. What I can guess is that he has relatively free-form opinions and is looking for the clicks and the views and so forth. However, he's probably also seen the nonsense of the modern world. What I imagine he sees, like most of us, is how insane the pro-multicultural left has gotten. Take Narinder Kaur, for instance. She's a popular pro-multicultural commentator that's often invited onto mainstream TV to tell the British how evil they are. She tweeted recently this photo of Nigel Farage simply waving to an audience, saying it sent shivers down her spine because it's quote-unquote Hitler-esque. First of all, it's ESQE, not ESK, and secondly, simply waving to a crowd isn't evidence of being like Hitler. Yet the globalist liberals are playing a very stupid strategy here, as this tweet points out. You've played a dangerous game. You've told the Eastern steppe nomads that they have no choice between extinction and becoming like Austrian painter. And this is an inevitable reality that will happen if the globalist mainstream keep yelling at everyone who doesn't share their views as a fascist. People will simply move further and further to the right, and then the liberals will say, "See, I told you they were a fascist all along." You would think if you want to stop people moving to the right, you might take their concerns seriously around mass immigration and multiculturalism, not continue in forced mass immigration, and on top of that yell at the native inhabitants of countries for how evil and racist they are simply for existing. This seems to point towards some major civilizational split that I think is inevitable at this point if the globalists don't stop their game. I don't think that's quite a reawakening of the Third Reich that the Guardianistas will tell you, but it will be a traditionalist, national-minded grouping on one side and the globalist authoritarians on the other. After all, are we supposed to live in this Blairite supposed utopia forever and ever and ever? The reality is that people want something that they can identify with, that speaks to their historic traditions. It's not hateful at all, it's completely reasonable in the context of human history. And this is why, while there will undoubtedly be a lot of chaos in the future, there is an opportunity for major rebirth too. These are just my thoughts, however. Do let me know what you think down below and do consider subscribing to the channel.